For me, it's very rewarding to work in an environment where you see the actual journey of a young person who comes into boarding, and then finally they get to the end of their time at Knox, and we're really proud to see how they develop over that time. I'm really pleased and proud to be able to shake their hand and say well done, and you see that growth, you see that development, you see their well-being, and it's just a brilliant feeling to know that the parents are so happy, the boys so happy for the experiences they've gained, and you can't help but be proud. I've been really fortunate to work in a number of boarding schools in Australia and overseas, and by far the best thing about the Knox boarding program is the awesome support the boys receive through evening prep tutors. We have 35 academic staff who come in additional to the support we get from our boarding staff. I've never seen that level of support in any other school I've worked at, and as a result of that wonderful support, we are starting to see some excellent results from our students in boarding. It's very much an open two-way sort of communication. We try to encourage the boys to speak to us and let us know how they're feeling, and it's great having many of the female members of staff working in the boarding centre, so they have a mum role who they can talk to, as well as the male staff.
My role is to wake the boys up in the morning, and I help them with finding laundry and bits and pieces like that any good mum does. Talking out issues, getting to know them as a mum would, helping them out with homework now and again, helping them pack their bags. I'm also there early afternoon as well, so I sign them out if they've got sport. They can also go up to Wahroonga, and so there's lots of opportunities for them to socialise, but I'm always there to listen to them and have conversations with them, and yeah, just be a mum.
We have an open communication line for the parents to contact the staff, the boys. At any time they can call us and we'll get back to them. The idea is that we're very flexible. The parents can come in at any time, can visit. The boys can head out at any time with their parents. That goes a long way as well to help the boys settle in. Knowing that parents are only a phone call away, the parents can drop in at any time, makes a big difference to the boys because they don't feel isolated, they don't feel like they've been cut off either from mum and dad.
First couple of weeks, straight away there was people willing to help out, checking if I was okay and settling into boarding well. Pretty easy to settle in, got into it pretty quick, and all the boys easy to talk to and made friends really quickly. Being all boys, it's a lot of fun. There's always a bit of mucking around, always a game of footy on or some basketball.
It was a bit scary, but I think you got used to it, just knowing the boys and everyone just growing sort of as a family. So they're pretty much your brothers and just living with them constantly, and I think we all just sort of grew up with each other now and just best mates. I go to a thing called SOS. It's where a teacher helps me out after school for about an hour and a half. Just simple things, just revising for assessments and getting my homework done, and I think that really helps.
These guys come to Sydney. For many of them, they've never seen the Harbour Bridge or they've never been to the beach. So we'd like to give them that full Sydney experience. We'll take them to games of rugby league, we'll go jet boating. We'll do some real touristy things as well, where we take them for a ghost tour of the quarantine station in Year 7. But then we also leave it open to them. If they can come up with a good suggestion of what they want to do, we're always happy to try and organise it. They don't feel like they're here and they're cut off. It's what a normal family would do, and that's the idea of the sort of family dynamic in Knox boarding. Boarders got access to pretty much all the facilities on site, which is amazing. Every night they're out playing touch footy. They get full use of the weights room, the pool. Music rooms are also there as well, available for them at all times to use. To tell you the truth, the food is fantastic. It's the best food I've seen in any boarding school. Our diet here is very nutritious. We have to take into account that these are growing boys, and so we try and cover all the areas because they are active. And it's amazing how parents say that, after a single term their son seems to have, shot up 2 or 3 inches because they're doing so much work but they're eating well at the same time. They're proud of each other. They really keep an eye out for each other right from the start. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from in Knox boarding, the other boys have always got an eye out for you and will really care for you, as do the staff. I think the parents should feel confident when they send their children here that they're well looked after, they're well cared for. Our staff are very professional. We're always contactable. We understand that, sending your son away is a big decision. And we understand that there will be some times where you may be stressed or you may have a few worries, and we're there to help you. We're there to reassure you that your son is doing well and it was the right decision to come to boarding school.